Well, we don't know what episode this is, but it's something
43.
like
44.
44?
44.
44.
Hell yeah.
Best
Starting to get
intro.
the hang of this. 44 episodes in. Here we go. So,
Nightmare Toys podcast.
yeah.
Hi!
Christy and Dylan are here.
That's Philip.
And good old Nightmare Philip.
On the left.
Yeah. So we watched Pieces, and that was the movie that we picked. We said Orphan last week, but we didn't watch Orphan. So
Yeah, I changed it. That was me.
Thank you.
Orphan, then awesome.
But we're still going to do Orphan, just not right now.
Yeah.
Brian will be there
Dylan
for
likes
that
Orphan.
one.
Yeah.
I don't like Orphan. Brian doesn't like Pieces, so we'll trade.
There you go.
It's weird that because I've seen
It's
a
weird
lot
that
of
Brian don't like
Brian's
this.
movies that he likes,
It isn't,
and
yeah.
to say he doesn't like this one is just odd.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
most of the time me and him both like the same slashers.
Yeah, it's odd. Yeah, it's like yeah, I don't see what's like different about this one. You know, it's
I don't know.
pretty straightforward, you know, like cheesy slasher like
He said one of the I'm not sure what he said. One of the characters bothers him or something, like annoys him.
Yeah. Well,
yeah. There's always those.
yeah. I mean, it's not some award-winning great movie, but I thought it was decent. I mean, for what it's supposed to be.
It's just a straightforward slasher.
Yeah, he said
literally.
he didn't like it because nobody runs, and I agree. The only girl that ran was the girl in the locker room. She took her shirt off,
Yep.
and then takes off running from the killer. She's the only one that ran. Everybody else just sits there and looks at him, then starts screaming. Then he cuts them with the chainsaw,
Yeah.
and they die.
Yep.
They never move,
Yep.
Yeah.
which is kind of odd, but they all did it topless, so I'm okay
They
with that.
did.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a good amount of boobs in it. It's nice.
You get
There's-
an amount of everything in this movie.
Yeah, there was boobs, there was penis,
There was penis.
Yeah, you know, hang more dong movies.
Yeah.
Let's see more dick.
Yep.
and then
Yep. Bush.
so they had sex, they had boobs, they had motorcycles, they
karate.
had karate, and
Chainsaws.
murder. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Tons of body parts, blood,
yeah,
guts, gore.
blood shoots everywhere, even after the chainsaw isn't even moving. Blood
Yeah.
just shoots everywhere.
It's a bloody
And
movie.
some cheesy lines.
Yeah, there were some cheesy lines, but the karate scene is what threw me completely off. I mean, it's just like there's nothing to do with karate, no mention of karate, nothing. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, there's a guy doing karate on a woman. We're
It's supposed to be like a self-defense thing is what was actually happening. But yeah.
It was karate.
yeah.
yeah. So
It just comes out of nowhere though.
yeah, it's like okay, we're doing karate now, and then there's no other mention of karate after that. That was just the whole that scene, and that was it. So I don't know. That was kind of odd, but
Yeah.
I didn't hate it. So
Yeah, I think it's good, you know, for what it is. Like we were talking about it a little bit yesterday, like I think before you watched it, but you know, it doesn't take itself too seriously,
Right.
or seriously at all. Which I think like a slasher that takes itself seriously like almost never works.
right,
So like they're just having fun with it. It's really over the top. It's silly. So like for what it is, I think it's pretty fun and solid. Like I'd watch it again, you know. And I'm not even a huge, you know, slasher fan. Like I mean, I like slashers. I grew up on them and all that, but you know, pretty just tired of them, I guess. You know, like, but and again, I'm not really into like gore and stuff. But this one, it's like it's so over the top. It's so silly. Nothing really looks real or whatever. You know.
So then it's just fun.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just fun
just
to you
fun,
because of
yeah.
it's just fun.
when he stabs the girl in the back of the head, you see the knife.
Bend.
Oh yeah. It's great.
It looks like it's paper.
Then it's coming out. It comes out of her mouth.
Yeah, and then
That's
but when
awesome.
he pulls it out too, it's like still like
Right.
flimsy and stuff. Yeah, I love when you just see it bend, you know. But like, yeah, and stuff like that, you know, like I like, you know, like I like pulling it out of, you know, reality and being silly. And There's like 3 or 4 different kinds of chainsaws in this movie.
Yeah. That yellow one's huge.
Yeah, is the one really
Yeah,
big
they're all
one.
and they're all different sizes, and they're all cleaned. Like,
Yeah.
they all look brand new every time he picks one
Yeah,
up.
my favorite chainsaw moment is when he hides it behind his back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He walks through the door.
To get through the elevator, and she's like, "Oh hi, like hi, hello sir." Like,
Yeah, I don't
and
think
he's just
Leatherface ever did
holding
that.
A whole ass chainsaw
Yeah.
behind his back, like, and then but that's another thing. Like he even, you were saying where no one runs away. I mean, obviously there's nowhere for her to run. She's in an elevator, but like he like pulls the chainsaw out, and it's like she doesn't even see it.
Right.
Like it's like she's not even aware that there's a chainsaw in the room, even after it's like right in front of her face.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, it's
funny.
pretty silly, but puzzle's cool. This is cool. Where did this puzzle come from?
Okay, so this was a whole set. This came with that and had the little CD with it too. The puzzle is really rare. Some people were selling it for like $100 to $200 on eBay when it came out. So that's why I was like, yeah, not sell, because I had a lot of people ask me if I wanted to sell mine. Yeah, no. I just framed mine and put mine on my desk.
If you got $200, call me. I can make it happen.
No. No. Negative. No. So yeah. That's where the puzzle came from. Stop. But we normally sell the full-size puzzle from Messed Up Puzzles, though.
Right.
But I think Brian was just saying that he doesn't think that they're making those anymore, though, or we don't know.
Oh.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, we're not sure.
Yeah, I definitely.
But we don't have it in stock right now.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, don't have it in stock. But I wouldn't go so far as to say they're definitely not making it anymore. I think that they have like a long time in between like production runs of stuff.
Right.
So
like most people.
Yeah, my guess is they'd make it again. I mean, they're a horror puzzle company. It's like they almost have to have.
Yeah.
You know, the pieces puzzle.
And this one, yeah, it's iconic. I mean,
Yeah.
that's like just the most iconic thing from the movie, and it's at the very beginning of the movie.
Yeah, and I think the Messed Up Puzzles, that's probably like 1,000-piece puzzle, but the one in the movie looks like it's probably like 100
maybe?
pieces.
Yeah.
Like 100 or maybe 200 tops. Like they're pretty big pieces and it's a pretty small puzzle.
Yeah.
So I'd kind of like to see them put that out, like the smaller version. Like, but like they're like a puzzle company, and like so I prefer like 1,000-piece puzzles. So I get making it 1,000-piece puzzle, but it would almost be cool just to have like a 1-to-1 type where like that size piece has the same amount from the puzzle from the movie.
I agree.
Yeah, they still have it.
They still have
They
it?
have it, yeah.
Okay, cool.
We just need to get more.
I'd like to know more about the girl in the puzzle, though.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Like, I want to know who she is. Is she still around? Was she a model back then? Like,
Yeah,
I want to know more about that.
Did they make the puzzle for the movie, or did they find that puzzle that already
That too.
existed and use it in the movie?
That's a good question. Yeah, that's a great question. Anybody knows the
Someone out
answers
there
to this
knows.
stuff, please tell us.
Yeah.
Put it in the comments.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
I feel like there's something else I was going to say about the movie. Oh, you can find it on Tubi if you're wanting to watch the movie. If you've not watched Pieces, it is on Tubi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is probably on Shudder too.
It
I
probably is.
Yeah, I watched it. Like, it was interesting you picked Pieces because I just watched it for the first time like a couple of weeks ago. Like,
Well, that's why I picked it. Because I
Oh, is
remember
that
you
what-
saying that.
Yeah.
And I know that you're not a big slasher person,
Mm-hmm.
but that's why I picked it, because I just wanted to know. Because you said at the time that you kind of liked it, and I was like, oh, okay. Well, and that's why I wanted to do this one instead of Orphan, because I just wanted to know what your opinion was on it, since you're not a big slasher person, and I am.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I like it. I'm not rushing to watch it again, but I would watch it again.
Right.
Yeah.
I think this would be a fun movie to watch with friends too. Like I watched it alone, and so it was it was cool, but I think it's kind of would be a fun one to watch in a group.
I think so.
Yeah, like I think a lot of like over the top slashers like that are always fun to watch with friends.
Oh, something else I thought that was so cheesy too, and I mentioned it when I was watching it with you. Me being a dancer my whole life, like the dance moves in this are so funny to me. The little dance sequence is just so basic dance sequence, and I'm just like, what are they doing? To me, that was funny.
Exercise outfits on.
I know. And then you said you like the 80s exercise outfits
yeah.
more than the exercise outfits that are out nowadays. Which I do too. The little leotards and the thongs and then they're all wearing heels and boots and and leg warmers. So much cuter than just some yoga pants, right?
Yeah, it's like in Friday Final Chapter, that like yoga video that the dude's watching in the morgue or whatever.
Yep.
It's the most ridiculous, and that's the thing. Like that, I had to research because it's just so silly. I was like, did they make this for the movie or did it already exist? And it already existed.
It already existed. Yes,
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
Honestly, I do remember exercise stuff on like that late at night.
Yeah,
Well,
it was
and
just
yeah, they
so-
used to do it all the time.
And they did it all the time. Yeah.
It was just so like, that's not exercise.
Right.
Like, you're not doing
Right.
aerobics right now at all.
And why are they putting that on late at night?
Right,
You know?
yeah.
But they
But
did.
That
I
VHS
remember
tape
that.
is really expensive and hard to find now, just because of the movie,
Right.
Because it was in
Right.
Friday, so like that tape is just really rare, but it'd be fun to get, like just to have, like Linnea Quigley's horror workout.
Yeah.
Just get a collection of the workout.
Which I think you can find
VHS
that on
tapes.
Tubi now too. I think it's on Tubi.
Oh really?
Yeah, Linnea.
I think I've
Yeah.
seen it on YouTube a long time ago, but it was like a VHS rip,
Yeah.
But, well, my favorite part of the movie is the mask, obviously. I brought my ultra nerd book today,
Oh.
which I should have brought when we were talking about Fortress, but I had so much other stuff that I forgot about it. But this is my, like, there's just, so I guess just shout out to Pete Infelice, he's a mask maker, but he also has a blog called the Blood Curdling Blog of Monster Masks.
Oh.
And he has these super high-res scans of all the mask catalogs from back in the day. And here we go. And so I pulled out this. Let's see, where is he?
I like that you have a scrapbook, by the way.
Yeah, I know, right? It is my
My
ultra
movie doesn't
nerd book.
want
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. So I like, they're mostly like, they're like 2-page, scans. So like I like cropped them, and then I send them to Home Depot to print for me, because it's a lot of ink and they're all in color.
Home Depot.
Oh, Office Depot.
It's like they do that.
Yeah, they have a printing press.
I'll take 6 2x4s and 32 copies of this picture, please.
Yeah. Oh, there he is. Yeah, Hanging I Do. I don't know if we'll be able to get a shot on this or not, but oh yeah, there's a really good one. I don't know if you're able to zoom, but there he is. It's a really cool mask. I mostly brought it just to show you, Christy.
Okay.
But, you probably, let's see, where is it on the thing? Right there.
There, yeah.
Hanging I Do. It's from Be Something Studios. But also you can see on this page we got Fang Face from October Blood. It was right there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, there's a bunch in here. There's a bunch of like, oh yeah, on the same page too we have from Ghoulies 2, the Beast mask.
Oh,
So
wow.
that's
Okay,
like a
yeah, I
really
see
good,
that. That's
page.
so
Here, hand that
cool.
over to Christy.
So, what is this scrapbook like?
It's just
clipping newspaper, like clippings.
It's the mask catalog. So like they back in the day, like so those they weren't for like consumers or whatever. They were for wholesale, So like it would go to like these the trade shows or whatever, and you'd have like your catalogs for all the Halloween companies around to like put in their orders. And they still do that. Like Trans World or whatever, or Halloween Expo. So
I like that serpent.
yeah, they're cool. And yeah, there's like a spot on there somewhere to like
so cool.
like for the order forms
there's
and all
that.
that. Yeah, most of that book is all Distortions Unlimited. That's how I started with this kind of crazy collection of this like project of printing them and putting them in a binder.
I like
'Cause,
that.
Yeah, they're fun, like I a lot of times I'll just go home after work and I'll just stare at mask catalogs for like an hour. It's just like my ultra nerd book. But yeah, it's cool because it's different. Like, because like I had looked at those masks, and all that, and the catalogs like on Pete's blog, all the time. but there's something special about having it just like physical and being able to like flip through it and like
Right.
just like pour over it and look at it.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, it's cool, right? Yeah, that I think now you're in the Dom Post.
Mhm.
Yeah, I really want all those Dick Tracy masks,
that's
but
neat.
but yeah, like if you know, I pretty much just kind of, I know you probably can't even see on the the camera the actual mask and all that, but I just wanted to shout out Pete's blog too. Yeah, it's called Blood Curdling
love that.
Blog
Go
of
back to
Monster
it.
Masks, and there's a lot. There's like a lot of catalogs. It's pretty crazy. How he accumulated all those catalogs, and like there's different collectors because they're really rare. Because again, if you were buying masks or whatever, like you wouldn't get that catalog. You would order it through Famous Monsters, or you'd buy it at your local costume shop that would do the wholesale orders or whatever.
Right.
So like not a lot of collectors and all that have the catalogs, but obviously some people sought them out and they're really expensive and all that. But
This is really neat.
being deep in the community, he was able to get a lot of people to let him scan their catalogs.
Right.
So,
Look
yeah,
at
that's
that
cool.
Santa Claus.
Yeah. There's the Cesar catalog is somewhere in there, and it has all the Fortress masks in it, and also I was trying to remember the name, but I was drawing a blank when we were talking about Fortress. But that Stan Laurel mask from is it New Year's Evil?
Oh yes.
That mask, yeah, Cesar made that mask as well.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
a Stan Laurel mask. That's in there
That'd
too.
be cool to have.
Yeah, all those Cesar masks are really rare. But yeah, the mask Phantom from I think Friday Part 2. That's a Be Something Studios mask too. That's in that catalog somewhere. So yeah, it's crazy. Like
Oh yeah, there's the
Good
order
stuff.
forms.
yeah, and you can see it's on like both sides. So you would literally cut off half of that page, and
Mail it
that
in.
has the codes or whatever
Isn't that
UPCs for all the
crazy?
masks.
Deluxe Santa. Santa masks are just.
Yeah, they're
Creepy.
creepy. They're creepy.
This is so cool.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
have to
cool.
Look at this
Yeah,
a whole
so-
lot better later on. All right, pass that back over to him.
But yeah, I was like, what do I have to bring for pieces? And I was like, I'll bring in my little
Yeah,
my nerd
well, that's
catalog
cool.
book. Well, you have to go through all the distortion stuff. Distortions are my favorite, but yeah, later on I'll show you all these distortions catalogs are crazy.
How long have they been in business?
Distortions Unlimited?
Yeah.
Since the 70s.
Okay.
But I think like they really I think like in like 80 and 81 is when they really started like putting out a bunch of like the high quality masks and all that. But he was building up the catalog. It was just one dude, like out of a apartment. Like I'm not sure of the year.
Yeah.
But it was the 70s though. They've been doing it for over 40 years
That's
now.
crazy.
So,
That's
yeah.
awesome though. Yeah, they have some great stuff.
Yeah, now they do mostly like animatronics, like for haunted houses and stuff like that. But they did the coolest masks of all time.
Well, all right.
I guess that's it for pieces.
That covers pieces. All right. So new products. Is that what you want to go to?
Yeah.
Which probably won't even be here when this airs. They've been selling like crazy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
the
they
glow in
just
the dark
came
Blacklight.
or blacklight reactive Pennywise Funko Pop.
Entertainment Earth.
Yeah, it's Entertainment Earth exclusive.
Do we still have the Chucky, or are we out of the Chucky?
We're out of the Chucky as far as I know. We only had
Okay.
like 2 left, so I can only assume that we sold out of them. And we sold out of the Michael. Did you order the Elvira's?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
ordered
she
the
hasn't came
Elvira's,
yet.
so she should be here soon.
According to my email, it said September for the Elvira.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't know. We'll see.
Very cool. Oh, are they doing any other characters that you know of?
Yes. It was... They came out with so many new Funko Pops I have to remember, because I ordered them all for myself. I think it was Hot Topic that did the Chucky and Tiffany.
Blacklight?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, as
But
like a 2-pack?
Yes, it's a 2-pack, I believe it was. Yes. I have my emails. Yeah.
But so is it a different Chucky than the one from Entertainment Earth? Is it like bloody or something? Or is it just because it's a 2-pack?
I'm trying to remember what it was now because it's been a few months now. I think it's more like The Bride of Chucky,
Mm-hmm.
with the Tiffany 2-pack blacklight.
Okay.
I have my email because everybody came out with one. Like FYE came out with a Funko Pop, and Amazon came out with a Funko Pop. Everybody did, and I was going through and trying to order them all. I want to say it was Hot Topic that did the blacklight Chucky and Tiffany. And of course, I can't get it up. Here we go. Yeah. So it doesn't show you the Chucky, it just shows you the Tiffany, but it's both.
Oh, okay.
But that was the Hot Topic exclusive 2-pack. I think that was it. I'm not sure if there was any other horror characters that's blacklight though.
Yeah.
But they did other characters in blacklight, just
Yeah.
not horror.
Yeah, I think I'm surprised they didn't do like a Sam from Trick or Treat one, or have they already done that? It seems like it'd be a cool blacklight one.
Yeah, they didn't do that. I don't remember seeing that one.
Yeah, they did a Jack Torrance. That'd be a really cool one.
Mm-hmm. Hell, all of them would be cool. I like them. I like the
Yeah.
colors on it. I think they're really pretty. And they do glow in the black light really well. I have a black light at home and I tried it just to see. Because, sometimes when you get glow in the dark stuff, sometimes it doesn't really glow too good sometimes.
Yeah.
So I checked it out, and yeah, it glows really good.
You gotta like soak it in the sun for an hour, and then it glows for like 5
Right.
minutes.
Exactly what we did in the 80s. You can still do it now, the glow in the dark stuff.
Yeah.
Put
I
in
have
the
some
light.
Randotti skulls that still glow.
Oh,
You know
really?
Randotti skulls?
Uh-uh.
They're like from Disneyland back in the day.
Oh.
Like they were this like really, they were like a small company like in Southern California, and it was like a married couple, like Randy and Dottie Smith, and Dottie, I believe, sculpted everything, and
I
then
feel like
Randy
I've
like
heard the
cast it and painted
names.
them. Yeah, like Randotti skulls, they were only sold exclusively in Disney parks. Like for a long time, only Disneyland, and then they started selling them in Disney World too. But they were like in the magic shops in Disneyland.
Oh,
'Cause they
cool.
used to have really cool like magic shops that were like, they were like oddities. Like they had all kinds of stuff. Like it had
Mm-hmm.
nothing to do with Disney or whatever. Like you would go into the not costume shop, but the magic shop, and there'd be like typical like magic like gags and stuff like that here. But then there'd be like a curtained off room. You could go through the I've done this in my brain so many times, but I'll never get to do it. But you could like go through this like curtained off room, and in there was like a bunch of masks. Like they had Don Post monster masks, and like in like glass cases, and
Oh,
like, all this,
wow.
like shelving. It was, and then they had like these Randotti skulls and like gravestones and just like snake ashtrays. Like they sold ashtrays, like at Disneyland, but it was like a coiled up snake, you
Yeah.
know. And but they were all glow in the dark, and you can still find them sometimes. I have a few of them.
That's cool.
Yeah, 4 of them, but they still glow. That's what made me think about it. It was just
That's
like
awesome.
they're so old, but they still glow. It's pretty cool.
Apparently Disneyland don't have that room anymore.
The what? Oh no,
They don't have that room anymore.
No. If it's yeah, no.
Boo.
Yeah, it's cool. You can find some pictures like of that, like again, because no one had obviously like just cameras like in their pocket.
Right.
Like you had to really give a shit to like take a picture of something. And so there's a few pictures of like those of those rooms. But yeah, it was cool. It was like they they'd have like Cousin Eerie masks and like Universal Monster masks and like Tor Johnson, like just stuff that had nothing to do with Disney or
Right.
kids
Right.
stuff or whatever. And the Randotti skulls, they're heavy, so it's like if you would like if you got one at the beginning of the day, you'd have to carry it around with you all day or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
So like sometimes you get it on the way out, but then that was also like how parents would be like, oh yeah, you don't want to carry it, so on the way
Right.
out we'll get it, and then they
Then you
forget about
forget
it by
and
the
you
end
don't
of the
get it.
day or whatever. But yeah, I mean, even when I was a kid, like Disneyland had so much cooler stuff, like it's just everything's so like PC, and it has to be like owned by like it has to by Disney or whatever to be sold there. They had some really cool stuff. Like they had other stuff. Like they had exclusive like Haunted Mansion masks that Don Post made that you could only get at those magic shops in Disneyland. So like you couldn't, and they were glow in the dark. Like for Haunted Mansion characters. And they had like a glow skull and all kinds of really cool
That'd
stuff.
been fun to buy one, put one on, and then go through the Haunted Mansion.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, it'd be pretty cool, but they were obviously really expensive.
Took away the fun.
So, yeah, yeah. I used to always get like a gun, right before like we would go on Indiana Jones. There was this little gift. I mean, it's still there, but it's a gift shop across from Indiana Jones, and I would get this metal, like big silver metal revolver. It had an orange handle and it had an orange tip, but like you'd press a button and the chamber would like fall down and you could like spin the
fun
bullet whatever's and like flip it back up, like it was like a heavy metal gun, and I would like get one of those and a really cool hat. Now they don't even sell the cool hats anymore. They're like safari hats. It's so weird. Like they used to be. It was like a felt fedora. It was really classy with like a gold Indiana Jones pin. I have one, but I used to get one like every time. I had no idea how much they were. My mom like really spoiled me, but it was like a tradition. Like we'd go to this thing, I'd get a hat and I'd get a gun. By the next time we went to Disneyland, I would have lost both of them.
So you get another hat and another gun.
Like another hat and a gun, and then we go on Disneyland. I mean, we go on Indiana Jones, and I'd be like holding the hat and just like shooting the gun and stuff.
Oh my god, how funny.
It would never sell anything like that at Disneyland now. Like,
no,
yeah. But imagine them selling
fun.
ashtrays, like coiled up snakes as ashtrays, like in Disneyland,
Yeah.
Well, they could now. Harry Potter and have slithering ashtrays, but
Yeah,
whatever.
that'd be cool.
But yeah, they're not going to.
Yeah. I did buy one Haunted Mansion. I think the tag said it was like a trinket dish or something like that, but it was an ashtray.
Oh,
and
gotcha.
it's like a black, like porcelain base with the bat stanchion from Haunted Mansion. Like when you go on Haunted Mansion, I don't know how recently you've been on it, but like the line, the rope, is connected by these bats. These like bronze, like big bat stanchions, and I'm just obsessed with that bat. And so it's cool. It's like on the middle of the ashtray.
Oh.
But again, yeah, it was called like
A trinket dish.
Trinket dish or something. It's like, this is for joints.
Yeah.
And thank you. I will use it.
Yeah. Right.
Cool.
That's funny.
Well, what else do we got going on?
I don't know.
Restaurant stuff.
Yeah.
We're,
Why don't you talk about the restaurant?
Oof. We're down to the crunch time now. Getting a lot of stuff done, getting it decorated slowly, putting stuff in there. Menu is solid. Yeah, I mean, basically we're just going to be waiting on a permit. So we're trying to finish all that up this week, and hopefully we'll be open soon. I don't know how soon it'll be, but
soon.
Hopefully within a month. We're starting to get all of our inspections done. We're going to take down the boards out front pretty soon. Just trying to wait on that so that
people don't destroy the glass doors.
With all that stuff, but till we're there, all the time. But I think it's going to be, awesome, and it's going to be soon. So we just need just a little bit more time, and we should be off to the races on that. Yeah, we'll do a whole video and everything once we know the opening day and all that stuff. So,
I think we should do a video of me eating every dish.
I think so
Start
too.
to finish.
There you go. We just do a video of all of it just already eating the food, and everybody's just going like, oh my god, are you open yet?
Just every day just post a video of me
Of
just
us
cleaning
eating,
an entire plate that no one else can eat.
That's so funny.
So
But we're getting the decorating done, though. That's
yeah.
it's looking spooky.
Yeah, it's looking nice. It'll be Instagram worthy, I guess.
TikTok worthy.
Yeah, whatever social media you're addicted to, you can post pictures on there. Now we talked about the conventions last time. I guess we could talk about the big announcement Texas Frightmare made.
Yeah. Yay.
I didn't see what you're talking about.
They
Is it
changed venues. Yeah. It's going to be at the convention center.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be at a convention
Yay.
center, and they have like 8 or 10 hotels that they're going to are going to have a discount for
partner with
attendees.
or whatever.
And you got to pay to park, but I mean it's $12. I'd rather pay
Better
$12 than trying to get in the airport to park for free.
Yeah.
So
What was it, like $37 at where we just were?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So 12 is not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it was $37 a day to park at Midsummer Screen.
And I think it even said that they had to negotiate that, the $12. So it's usually way more than that.
Oh, yeah.
So, but it's going to be a lot bigger though, being at the convention center.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
And they said it's just a minute from, where the hotel was, where Texas Frightmare was. But it sounds like all issues will be pretty much solved by them moving it to this convention center.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They said everybody's going to get free Wi-Fi. All that should be good. I don't know how the temperature will be, but it's got to be better.
Yeah. Well, it gets so hot where it was because you got so many people all crammed in. So if you're spread out some, it won't be as bad.
Yeah. So we filled out our vendor application. I saw the email come through. It came out late the other night, and I just happened to wake up and looked at my phone, and I saw Texas Frightmare Weekends. I clicked on it, and I filled out our vendor stuff right then. So hopefully we get in and get a little bit bigger booth. We have a 10 by 10 for the last couple of years, and so I put us in for 10 by 30.
Cool.
Tell them what you would like, and so I don't know. I hope the Texas Frightmare gods look down on us favorably.
We need a bigger booth.
Man, we need more space.
Yeah, the 10 by 10 is pretty small especially for a convention that big.
Yeah,
because it's just like it's just constant, like a crowd around to see what's in the booth,
right.
So it's like like if you got to go out and go to the bathroom and like come back, it's like almost impossible to like get out and like get back into the booth, but that way too, once it's bigger, then people they can walk in, they can look at stuff, they can pick it up, not that we mind grabbing it for people and showing it to them or whatever, but people can do their shopping, and go in and see it, and hopefully it gets spread out a little bit more. Hopefully they figure out their line situation with autographs. I think that's one thing that everyone was really bummed about, that the last one was just spending like the entire day in line for like one signature. And it's not good for vendors either, because if they're in line, they're not shopping,
it's that's more on the guests though. I mean, there's no way they're going to be able to. Neve Campbell, when she shows up, or Robert England, if you're going to get their autograph, you better get there early and just be prepared to sit there for the rest of the day.
Right, yeah.
Neve's a little faster than some, but like Robert England talks to everybody. And
that's why he doesn't do photos at the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there is that aspect of it, but I guess it is, it's up to the guests for being willing to do it or whatever, but again, at like the huge shows like Comic-Con or whatever, there's a limited amount of wristbands that are handed out,
right?
And then you have a time slot when you can come back and get your signature, so it's like they could do something like that, it's like Robert England's, it's like how many people are you willing to see today? It's like 200 people. Okay, so we have 200 wristbands, so once we get to 200, there's no point in anyone waiting in line anymore, and so they could figure something out.
They
so that
did
people aren't
that
stuck
with
in line
Bruce
all
Campbell
day.
one year.
Yeah.
One year they had the tickets.
Yeah.
Remember, everybody had to purchase tickets for him, for his line. And I think maybe, like you just said, that would work out a little better.
And once he's done, he's done.
They should just do that with all really big names like that.
Yeah. But
yeah, it's fun. It's funny though, because like at the last show, some of the people, I'm not going to say their name or anything, but some of the people I thought were bigger actors, there's nobody there. Like nobody in their line.
Yeah. And again,
And other people had 200 people standing in there, so I was like, well, that'd be, I mean, you could just walk right up.
Yeah.
Several people.
So and again, you know, they probably would have had a bigger line if they weren't all
right,
you know,
stuck in
everyone
line.
wasn't stuck in a different line, you know. So it's good for the convention for all the vendors and the other people doing autographs to organize that a little bit better so that people aren't stuck in line the whole time. Because again, it sucks for the person, you know, who's attending, you know, like because they're in line the whole time, so they don't get to go see all this other stuff or do anything besides wait in line. You know, you may as well not even be at a convention. You just, you know, go to a store signing or something like that, you know. So it's bad for them, but then it's bad for vendors, and it's bad for people that don't have, you know, a gigantic line like that, you know, because again, it's just if the customers are stuck in line somewhere, they're not shopping, they're not, you know, they probably want to meet a lot of people, but because they really want to meet this one person, they spend the whole day just doing that, you know.
This is true.
And you got to walk over them when you go to the bathroom.
Right.
You know, it's always, you know, you got to step over people and in between people. And
Yeah. Well, hopefully most all issues will be, you know.
Hey, if we have Wi-Fi and a bigger spot, I'm good. I don't care if anybody gets an autograph. I won't complain about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do need to do something. It's weird. I know one guy that was at our booth at Midsummer. He brought people with him and put them in lines.
Yeah.
And paid them.
Oh, really?
He had like 3 people in 3 different lines, and he's like, they'll just call me when it's my turn. I run over there and get my autograph and go. It's like, because if not, I'd just be standing there. It was Nev. He had somebody in Nev Campbell's line.
Yeah.
And
yep.
Well, hey.
I mean, that's pretty smart.
That's a good way to do it. If you have a friend that don't care to stand there.
Yeah.
yeah. If you got a friend that doesn't care, you got a lot of money. You know, not a lot of people that can do that.
Right.
Just pay people to wait for them and then pay for $100 autograph.
I don't know what the pay was or anything like that, but
I'll wait in a line all day for more than $100. Like I wouldn't, you know what I mean? Like $100, that's not worth my day. No. But like, you know, so if you give someone $20, it's like, dang, you know.
Yeah.
Because you got to pay to get them into the convention too.
Yeah.
You know, you got to put a badge on their neck, and you got to pay them to. That's expensive. And then again, then you get up to, you know, whoever's, you know, table, and probably costs $100 for an autograph.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah, especially if they have a big line like that.
Right,
You know, it's not cheap.
Yeah. So.
I don't know.
It's baller for sure.
It's if you got it.
Yeah.
Well, I know I have some friends that are going to Monster Mania soon, and I guess Robert England's going to be there, and his autograph is now $125. So there you go.
People will pay it. It's wild to me though. It's I guess know your worth and go out and get it. But
most I've ever paid was $80 for somebody, and that was Skeet and Matthew Lillard. I paid $80 each for them.
I mean, good for them. I guess no one wants my autograph, so I don't get it. But someone wanted to meet me and get something like for me to scribble my name on a thing. Like I just can't imagine charging a lot of money for that.
Right.
Like, but again, no one wants my autograph, so I'm not.
Well, how do you know?
I'm looking at it from a very different perspective, but like, I don't. It takes 2 seconds to like to just write your name down. Like that's a lot of money, but hey, people will pay it, so do it.
Yeah, there's literally thousands of people that would pay it.
So. Yeah, so you know, go for it.
Way. I like to go up and just look at them. If I can get 10 feet from them, and I go, "No, that guy's real.
Yeah,
that woman's real." And then I just move on. I don't care.
That's what I do. I just do drive-bys.
Yeah.
Because I feel bad if I go and I like meet them and like talk to them and all that, and then I'm like, all right, well, see ya. Yeah. Like I'm not willing to spend $50 on your autograph, but I wanted to meet you, you know. So yeah, I'll do a little. I'll just be like, Yeah, he was in Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
That's cool. And then I'll walk away.
That's what I do too.
Yeah.
And I'm completely satisfied.
And me and Brian are the ones that get up and go get autographs.
Christy gets up there with all her shit and crying and
I am not crying.
You've come back to the
yeah.
booth crying
I came
a couple
back.
times.
Okay,
when you met the
maybe
April
one.
Fools,
Yeah, Deborah Foreman. I
Deborah
did.
Foreman,
Yes,
yeah.
I was excited about that.
yeah, she gets all teary-eyed and excited.
Because I've watched all these movies a million times and I grew up on them, and it's just exciting to actually, oh my God, I'm meeting this person now. Like, what's happening?
Yeah, I guess.
For me, it's that way.
I'm like that. I can be like that with like directors or like comic book like writers or artists or something like I guess I don't know, I just don't really I guess I just don't put as much value in I don't know.
You don't know what you're trying to say.
Thought.
Yeah.
I know what I'm trying to say, I'm just not going to.
Well, it's different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
So, what else do we have going on? I think it's kind of it right now, right?
Yeah.
We're just been focusing on the restaurant right now.
so much,
and
yeah.
So we might do another convention if we get the restaurant open and going, and if something else pops up. But other than that, it'll probably be we'll probably do another signing October, November, and then we'll get back into the convention scene February for sure here in Vegas. But there might be something that, before then that we.
CreepyCon's in February too.
Well, yeah.
It's both of them.
Yeah, so that's all next year. But
Yeah.
hopefully we'll have something come up that we can make it to. And if not, come by and see us here and get a burger and some chicken.
Some chicken.
Chicken and beer.
Chicken and beer.
Well, we'll have some sales coming up too with
Oh, yeah.
Halloween and Christmas.
Yeah, and we're working on the website again.
Working on the website.
Back
That's
at
our
it.
forever job right there. But we'll get it right one day. And
Well, we're about
Be
to
done.
completely change it, right?
yeah, again.
Again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we just couldn't think of anything fun to do. So we're like, let's redo the whole website.
Yep.
Let's start from scratch.
Yeah. Yeah. I called Casey about 7,000 times and, hey, man, what about? So I'm sure he's sick of that shit too. But we're getting there. So we'll have everything under control on that, and hopefully doing a better job at some of that stuff. It just makes it easier on us. I don't know if anybody else will know the difference, but
With the website?
yeah, it'll be easier to navigate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's definitely going to be easier to just get around and find what you're looking for.
Yeah.
And we just a big issue that we have, and if if you've been shopping with us a lot, online and all that, it's possible that it's happened where you order something and then we don't have it, and it's really like, it's not our fault. Like, it sucks and it's really frustrating for us. But with the systems that we've had, there's a different system for your point of sale that you have for your online, and a lot of times, for whatever reason, they either won't talk to each other or one will tell something that's not correct. And so we'll end up with like one or two in stock of something that we're sold out of, and we don't know until 'cause
someone
there's thousands
orders
of products, until someone orders it and we don't have it. And it's like, we had no idea that that was in stock, because like one system says it's out of stock and that's what we're looking at, but then the other one thinks that we have something. So so again, easier for us, but better for the customer too, because that stuff won't happen because it's all going to be one system. At least it shouldn't happen.
Yeah, in theory, it's going to be great.
But it'll be one, it'll be one point of sale for online and for everything like that. So the inventory issues at least should go away.
Yeah.
So, and again, it's not like that happens all the time, but it happens enough to where it's very frustrating. Yeah.
Well, all right.
I think that's it.
That's about it. Let's get out of here for this week.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to do next week. I think it's your turn now, Dylan.
To pick? Really? Oh.
A lot of pressure on me. A lot of pressure.
Oh my goodness. Okay, cool. It'll probably be a Carpenter movie.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh no, we just did Christine. I'll do something else.
Okay.
Even though I wasn't here for Christine. Which is a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. See you next week.